Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. In BL tonight, we're going to kick it off with Jamaica's largest conglomerate, or one of them. That's GraceKennedy, the GK Factor here, Limited. Dividend consideration coming up by the board of directors. The board is going to be convening, getting together end of July. That's July 29th, 2021, and they're going to consider a resolution for an interim dividend. Next up tonight, we got Limners and Bards Limited, better known in the marketplace as the lab. Now they have here a dividend declaration, and the dividends seem to be growing on the top end, as the company does better. Latest earnings report showing robust profits from the lab. The board of directors in this case had a meeting July 14th, 2021, and it's an interim dividend, a nice one, 3.6 cents per share Jamaican. It was declared, dusted. It's going to be payable August 27th, 2021. Now, continuing the theme of trading in shares on the buy side here, it's Mayberry Jamaican Equities, not the investment bank, folks, but you can get in here, get a nice pool of securities. It's dominated by Supreme Ventures, making up the majority of the holdings, but they have a lot of securities in here, whether it's 25, 30, 35, so diversified from a head count standpoint. Now, a connected party here is buying up some shares. We've been seeing this consistently for the past 12 months, and it continues, buying up 74,489 shares on July 15th, mid-July 2021. Now, some earnings, as the stock exchange granted some extension rules, some earnings or guidance, some earnings are still coming to the marketplace. This is AMG Packaging and Paper Company, the corrugated box company, having a better time right now, rebounding third quarter and year-to-date numbers for the 9 months. They had a rough couple of years, so it's good to see this in the marketplace for AMG Packaging. So although turnover didn't grow much for the third quarter and actually declined for the year-to-date or the 9 months, the bottom line, the profit rebounded at AMG. Continuing on earnings reports, last up tonight, we got 1834 Investments, doubling profits for the year in 2021. A couple of line items really led to that. Now, the profit number for 1834 was 81 million Jamaican versus 40.5 million in 2020. So doubling up there, a nice jump. Earnings per share, 6.69 cents per share versus 3.35 per share year over year. And the total revenues here, it's a different business now, real estate, a couple other things, investments. Total revenues, 130 million, growing about, 30% or a bit more than that, over 95.5 million in 2020. Now, what led to this when we really look at it and seeing this dramatic turnaround in 1834, profit and loss, fair value gains jumped substantially year over year on investment properties specifically, and they had a nice reduction in admin expenses in terms of other operating expenses. That got the job done, cumulatively 50 million Jamaican or more to get 1834 growing again on the profitability line item. I'm Mark Croskery, this is Business Live.